you sure that my hair's all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I made it awful. Oh, I hate this mortal form.
Are we going to do any discussion of characters, or is it just going to come out in the first scene? Because both of those are interesting.
I think it should just come out in the first scene because that's improv, baby.
It's improv, baby. Okay, shall we? So, okay, let's work through the safety toolkit thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me grab it up. Do you have a copy on you as well?
Yeah, I do. So I think we should start with lines and veils because those are the actual these are the lines and veils is what your XNO cards will refer to.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously you can stop the game for any reason, but okay. So my lines, which means things that I do not want alluding to or being part of the game, is anything involving rape or child abuse. Unlikely to come up, but
Yep.
it's always good to have a warning. And my veils, which are things that I'm okay with happening in the game, but that happen in like a fade to black kind of moment, are sex.
Cool. Yeah, I think those are okay for me as well. I don't really have any strong triggers like that.
Okay.
So that's fine by me.
Excellent. And I actually have cards.
Oh, nice. I should do that.
But apparently it can also function if you put it in the chat
Yes.
box.
I feel like cards are quicker.
You're right. You are very right.
Yeah, so we each need because we're technically both a DM here. Well, we're both.
Yeah.
We both kind of control the narrative in the way that a player and a DM would, so it makes sense that we also both have an O card. But I'm trying to find a pen. X N O. Cool. Yep. I've got those on hand now as well. I'm gonna look through the thing as well. We've done lines and veils. We can use this, so we can put like a rating on this as well. So we can like you would on a film. So
Okay.
is this going to be like PG? Is this like a PG, like a PG-13, a 15, an 18?
And the thing is that I know I'm going to swear, and I know that I'm going to say fuck a lot because it's my
Yeah.
natural state of being.
Yeah.
I can try not to, but like,
I'm happy with this being a 15 or an 18.
yeah.
I feel like I don't actually see many 18. I guess like because you normally see them on DVD boxes, and I haven't really looked at DVD boxes in any detail recently. So I guess a lot of the things I watch are 18, and I don't think about it in that way.
Yeah, I used to be really obsessed with being able to watch 18s when I was under the age of 18.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I'd put on my best fucking, I don't know, big boy voice and go and try and buy Reservoir Dogs, and they'd be like, no, you're a child. And it would be a whole thing. But yeah, a 15, let's keep it as a 15.
15, no
problem.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, that makes sense for a rom-com, doesn't it? Like,
yeah,
not because
an
it's
18-rated rom-com.
That sounds fucking sick. I would watch that.
Just tits out straight away.
Okay.
Horrific.
Okay, so it's a 15. We can have a discussion about traumas and triggers, but we've kind of done that with lines and veils, I feel.
Yeah.
So another thing we can do is script change. So you can literally just say rewind when something that happens in play that is uncomfortable, and you can basically just say, I'd like to rewind. Be clear about the content that needs to be adjusted. Rewind to a point before it happened and play starts again. Fast forward can be used when a participant would like to skip past uncomfortable content or to the next part of the story for pacing. When fast forward is used, you can say, I'd like to fast forward. They also say you can use cards, but I feel like we can just say, like, otherwise we've got fucking 6 cards. Or
I've got 3 because I've put pause, rewind, fast forward, and resume on the back of the cards.
Oh,
because
okay.
I am a fucking genius.
That's smart.
I know. It's actually really difficult to live with a brain this fat.
Yeah, and the open door is ensuring someone can leave or take a break from the game for their own safety and well-being. So that's implied. Breaks for games longer than 2 hours or games that have intense content. Having short built-in break is recommended to allow people to stay focused and process. And after the game as well, bleed, emotions and stress from the game can bleed over into post-game life. This can affect the enjoyment of the game, as well as out-of-game relationships between players and GMs if not worked through. Being honest and open about where the game begins and ends, being conscious of which feelings belong to the player and which are just bleed, helps to mitigate the effects. That's interesting. I hadn't considered that.
Okay. Yeah.
Aftercare, together as a group after the game, check in with everyone to see how they're feeling. This is an open way for everyone to emotionally decompress, talk through and process the events of the session in a safe environment. We kind of did that after yesterday's game, which was nice. We definitely
we always do that.
Yeah.
It's like built in, which I enjoy.
Debriefing. Stars and wishes. This isn't something we've done before. Used to reflect on the session and communicate feedback in a positive and forward-facing way. At the end of the game, go around and get everyone to state a star and a wish. Stars are things that the participants really enjoyed and loved about the game. This could include a particular moment of role-play, an encounter created by the GM, or anything that stuck out as something awesome during the game. Wishes are things that participants would like to see in future sessions. This could include particular interactions between characters, potential story moments. Then we highlight reel and rap session, which is actually what I do at the end of games, at the end of one-shots. Or no, that's not what I do. I normally am like, what are they doing in 10 years?
No, but you do a thing where you're like, this bit was nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good to start. Okay.
Lads.
Oh, I just get nervous before starting games.
Really?
Yeah, I get so nervous before starting games. Like if you pay attention to me, like when I have to DM games, I will put off starting the game for so long. I will put it off for like half an hour to 40 minutes because I get so nervous about starting games.
Is that why you always distract me when I DM?
Wait, what?
Yesterday, you were chatting shit for. Was it you? Someone was chatting shit.
It was me.
To tell.
It was me. No, it wasn't that. I was just wanting to chat shit.
An incorrigible shit chatter. You're valid. I feel weird about not being nervous now. I feel like I should be nervous.
No, you don't. No, don't be nervous. Honestly, it wastes so much time, like we are doing right now.
You're right.
Okay, we don't need dice. Yes. Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's just rock paper scissors. So we went over how the points work yesterday. Okay, we need to do a meet cute. So
we do need to do a meet cute.
Okay. Intercut your intro scene with your partners and answer these questions.
Should we have music?
We can do. Yes. What kind?
Because I think music will help. I don't know why.
What kind of music do you want?
Like a rom-com soundtrack.
Okay, got it. I've got to open up Spotify.
There are those.
Spotify is so slow on my computer right now.
It's okay. I'll do it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's a playlist called Rom-Com Soundtrack.
Make sure it doesn't have like people singing and stuff because that'll be so distracting. Is there like a rom-com ambiance? Rom-com
amp. Oh, fucking better be.
Some rom-com amp.
Okay, there's a playlist called Romantic Instrumental.
Oh yes, nice.
Okay. Then do I need to take my headphones off in order for this to be audible?
Oh, hang on. No, I need to do it because I'm the host and I share computer audio. I'll just I'll just open Spotify and do it because that'll be the
okay.
That's like
I will I'm gonna copy the playlist link into the chat
Thank you.
so you can just have it.
Okay. Oh, cool. Spotify has just decided to crash because I opened it and closed it. Okay. I want to do this.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Um,
Because I opened Spotify and then closed it really quickly, and now it hates me.
Spotify has cancelled you. Congrats.
Yep. I can't figure out. Okay, we'll just have to not go with music, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. I'm sorry. I
I
should
can
have
make it
mentioned
work.
it earlier.
I can make it work next time.
Okay. Oh my.
Okay. I feel like we should disclose the questions that we need to ask, and not necessarily what the answer to those questions are, so we can figure out what this first scene is.
Okay. Yeah.
So I need to introduce who I am and what scam I'm pulling, how I'm caught, and why I'm really doing it.
Okay. I need to disclose who I am and why I'm famous, who I'm being stalked by, and what my roots are.
Okay.
And we have to end the scene by figuring out a way that we're both thrown together.
Yes.
Thrown together. Name of the game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you bitch! I'm sorry, my cat just tipped my phone onto the floor. You are a bastard, and I hate you. I love him.
So the obvious thing for me is that I'm robbing from your house, because that's that's what my that's my character's chosen scam. I have to say that, like,
Motherfucker.
so that seems like the most obvious thing to me. I'm not your stalker though.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so then it makes sense for the scene to begin in my house.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so we are in Nashville, Tennessee.
Fuck. Okay, cool.
And you don't have to be from Tennessee.
Okay, thank Christ, because I did not plan for that. No problem. Keep going.
Oh wait, no, is that? No, yeah, no, okay, fuck it. We're in Nashville.
Yeah.
And we are in a rented penthouse apartment in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
And it's where I'm staying while I'm doing my tour of the Deep South of America, and you get a view of the Nashville skyline from the top of the penthouse, and it is weirdly the apartment is weirdly modern compared to kind of like the rest of Nashville's whole vibe. Like, it's very different from Nashville's like entire thing. There's one of those like really big fridges that has a water dispenser in it, and the sink has like a garbage disposal, which is like, it's like a weird American, like, it's just all. I am in the kitchen, enjoying a cup of coffee and a bowl of fresh fruit on my kitchen island as I look out over the Nashville skyline, and I am just wearing like pants because it's early in the morning.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for a call from my agent.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
There's Dolly Parton's playing on the radio.
Okay, this is difficult for me because I would not rob a house. Like, no one would rob a house if the radio is on and there's someone clearly there.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry, this isn't fair.
No. We can still make it work. You just need to be out of view, if that makes sense. You could be still asleep, like, and it's really early in the morning.
Yeah. I'm still asleep. I've fallen asleep on the sofa last night, and Dolly Parton is still playing on my playlist of Dolly Parton's greatest hits.
Okay. So, oh god, this is ridiculous. Okay, so we see quite a big, strong looking guy who climbs up I'm trying to figure out like how I would actually do this. I guess it makes most sense that I pick the lock of the suite.
Yeah.
And it's very practiced. I've done this a lot of times. I have I've disabled the alarm, and I very cautiously push the door open. And it's very early in the morning. I guess it's about 4 a.m. And I've got like a huge like hiking rucksack with me. Yeah, I'm a big guy. Fair, like pretty muscled, and I start looking around the place, looking for I'm looking for the office, maybe, where and I'm looking through doors, and especially the ones that have like locks on them, and when I find the office, I go in and I start unplugging all of the cables from the back of the modem. I put my hiking rucksack on the ground, and I pick up the modem and I put it in the rucksack.
Okay. As you're doing this, you hear the sound of a very, like, the basic iPhone marimba ringtone sound.
Shit.
And then you hear, oh, fucking hell. Oh, a fucking course. Greg, you fucking know that it's 4 a.m. here. Jesus Christ. Could this not have waited like 5 hours?
I'm frozen trying to figure out where your voice is coming from. And
okay, yeah, okay. Jesus. All right. I'm gonna put you on speaker because your voice is way too angry to be this close to my ear. Yeah, and you can't you can't really. The voice on the speaker is like muffled. You can't hear it from where you're standing. Okay. Today, Jesus. I mean, yeah. I guess I don't think I'm doing anything. I mean, obviously, I've got a show in the evening, but and you start to hear like movement coming from sort of the end of the corridor, which is, you can roughly surmise well at the kitchen living room moment is, because it's time for my boy to start his day apparently. Yeah, I can be there for the drive time segment this morning. That's a lot though. That's
hearing that you're preoccupied with something. I'm gonna try and I close my bag very quietly, put it onto my back, and I creep towards the door and I peek out to try and to see if I can maybe get back through the door and to safety.
What you see is that I'm just kind of wandering around my living room with my pants on. So you're and I'm in like clear view of you, and you are only when I cross past the open door will there be a chance that I'll like turn around and see you. And your sort of first impression of me up close is that I'm some twinkish motherfucker.
Would I recognize you? How famous are you?
I think it would be weird if you didn't.
But so just because there's probably... where would I have seen your face before then?
Okay, so there's a lot of posters around Nashville, and you'll have... How do I put this? How do I put this into words? I look like every other country music star.
Like a denim jacket and a
t-shirt. Yeah. So I have... Oh no. I'm a... You'll have noticed me on posters with my stylized cowboy hat and bolo tie. And the thing though, actually, which tips you off to my identity is the thing that I'm wearing in every single poster shot. And usually poster shots are just like head and shoulders up, but no, mine is always from the waist up. So you can get in my overdone cowboy belt buckle. which is an A with like a diamond encrusted A with a halo on top of it, because I am Jock Angel.
Jock Angel.
Jock Angel, country star, prodigy.
Prodigy. Cool.
Yeah, I'm like 18.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay.
And wait, no, is that creepy? 19. And you can see that hanging on the coat rack, there are no coats. There is just the belt buckle, the Jock Angel belt buckle.
Okay, got it.
Real diamonds, real gold.
I've been trying to. So I've been peeking out the door of the office, trying to figure out how to make my escape. I see you. All the pieces kind of click into place, and I'm just sort of frozen, staring like at you, kind of lounging in your kitchen. I and I'm both kind of. I'm just sort of overcome by the realization of whose computer I've just stolen.
I'm still on the phone. Greg, I know that I'm supposed to be doing the accent in my downtime as well, but can you just give me a fucking break? It's 4 a.m. All right, I promise. Once I've had my coffee and gone back to sleep, I'll wake up and say fucking howdy. But right now, Gregory, I just need a goddamn nap. All right, because you've woken me. I've only been asleep for 4 hours. So I don't need to hear it. Okay, I will do the radio show. You can tell them that I'll do the radio show, but just.
You hear from the hallway, kind of, oh fuck, and shit, and I start trying to get out of the corridor.
Hang on, Greg. I'm gonna put you on. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna put the phone down. I'm gonna hang up. I'll talk to you sometime. And he kind of like tosses the phone on the couch. Excuse me.
I got my hand on the door. I was almost about to make it out, and I throw open the door.
Oh fuck! What? No! Close that door.
I throw open the door and I start running down the hallway.
Okay, you can hear a scrambling, and then I come running out after you, just in my boxers, holding a gun.
Yes, yeah, holding a gun.
Yeah,
amazing. Okay,
stop, or I'll fucking do it. I swear.
I look around and I do a double take, and I seeing the gun and seeing that it's literally a hallway, like a corridor, that we're in with other doors. I freeze and turn around.
Come back in, please, to my house.
This doesn't have to be messy. I
can
just give you your shit back, and we can pretend this never happened.
No. Come into my house. I need to know what you know.
I don't know anything. Well, I mean, I know
well,
the
you
obvious.
clearly know how to break into someone's house, man, because you just broke into my house. He's right. Like way too cavalier with the gun, because he's like scratching his temple with it every so often.
Do I get the impression that you know how to use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like not. You get the impression that I don't have much of a sense of self-preservation, but I do know how to use the gun. Yeah.
I slowly walk back into your apartment with you.
Cool. Okay, so I close the door behind us, and come and sit in the living room. Do you want like a coffee or something? I've got one of those fancy machines, and it makes the.
I need to know what you're planning to. I need to know what you're planning to do with this whole situation. Like I say, I can just give you a shit back, and we can just pretend this never happened.
Okay,
I think that would be getting the police involved. That's a lot of bother. That's a lot of hassle. As I understand, you're a very busy man.
Yeah, and I'm aware that you must have heard the phone conversation with my agent. Yeah, I'm quite busy. I'm a very busy man. What did you steal? What did you steal from me? Was it in the bag? What did you put in the bag?
And I I put the bag down and I lift out the modem and I set it, and you could, and the fact that I can lift a modem like it's not a big deal is kind of because
I just
they're
want to be
not light.
clear. I
Yeah.
just want to be clear. Jock Angel thinks that's hot.
Yeah, I
Also, I just remembered where I thought the name sounded familiar from, and it's almost exactly the same name as a trans porn star, which is
I
why I
was
came
thinking it
about it
sounded a
so
lot like
easily.
Buck. I was thinking it sounded a lot like Buck Angel.
Yeah, and I've only realised that now, so we'll just have to roll with it. Sorry,
No, it's okay.
just don't think about it. Okay, so that's my whole computer that you've got there. Why?
I don't think we need to go into that.
I think we do a bit.
I think the more information that you find out, the more difficult this is going to become, and I just want to make things easy for both of us.
I mean, I'm not gonna call the cops. All right, I don't like them back home. They are worse here. I just,
You
I
don't like
just,
them, but you're famous. They protect your ass.
I mean, they don't. Um, but also, I just don't like cops. All right,
Huh.
I never have. I don't imagine I ever will.
Well, we have that in common then. Interesting.
Oh,
Sorry,
nice.
I can't quite believe this is happening. I hope you understand it's nothing personal. I didn't intend to steal from you.
This might just be me because I'm not a criminal, so I'm not used to being a criminal. But I feel like if you're breaking into someone's house to do a crime, there needs to be at least one scenario in your head where you have a plan for what happens if they catch you.
I I think I've been getting sloppy recently. I assumed that you were asleep for it being 4 a.m. and everything.
Well, I would be, but my fucking manager's on English time and he refuses to do the time calculation. So I'm having a nice sleep and then he wakes me up because it's 10 a.m. there and it's a reasonable hour for him to be calling me up with bullshit. And I just, sorry, long day, even though I've only been awake for 10 minutes.
Sounds like it.
See, I'm not going to lie, I was expecting someone else.
Who were you expecting?
Are you an associate of uh, Jamie Lister?
So Leo, would I have any reason to know who that is?
No. He's like a small time like OK magazine type journalist
Okay.
who has it out for me. I mean, unless you work for OK magazine, you might, but then if you don't, you wouldn't.
No, okay, no. I don't believe I know that name.
Okay. I mean, my instinct is not to trust you, but also you don't look like the kind of person that he would hire for this kind of job. He's usually a bit more covert.
I see. Well, I do try to be covert, but
I
it's
mean,
not.
no, but I mean, Lister's MO is more like the person you think you can trust to take out your bins actually has it out for you, and then they go through your bin. And maybe that's your fault that you're now at a place in life where people just get paid to take out your bins and you don't have to do it anymore, and you're not allowed to do it anymore because, oh, it's America and it's scary and you can't just go and put your bin outside because someone might, I don't know, knife you or whatever. I don't know. Sorry, I haven't finished my coffee, so everything's a bit. I want you to know that every single hand movement that I'm doing is that I am doing that with a gun. I'm just like waving it about and
I'm kind of very tensely, kind of like eyes switching between you and the gun.
oh, it's fine. Don't even look at the gun. It's
Oh my
fine. It's
god!
just
Please
I'm
be
not
a
going to
bit
pull the
more
trigger.
be a bit more responsible with it. You're making me nervous.
The safety's on, man. Look, the last thing my grandfather did before he died was teach me how to shoot a gun. So you haven't got that to worry about, all right? I wouldn't disgrace his name in that way.
Listen, are you just going to let me go on my way? Because this is getting complex, and
I just think that if you're gonna break into my house and steal things from me, maybe just let me kind of do my thing now. It's my turn. It's my turn now to be the person who's like ruining your life this morning.
fair enough. No, that tracks. That tracks.
Did anyone know that you were coming here?
No, I pretty much work alone.
Oh, okay, one of those. Um, yeah, that's fine.
What
Did
do
you
you?
steal anything else?
No, just the modem.
Okay.
And I'm giving that back to you.
Yeah, what was
So
your
what?
plan?
Also, what do you mean one of those? How
You
many times?
know,
How many times have you had a stranger break into your house while you're in your pants?
I mean, I less meant one of those as in one of those strangers that I'm familiar with, and more those one of those as in like, you know, the villains from like straight to TV movies.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, one of those. What was it? Were you gonna like blackmail me or like what was the end goal there?
I was going to dissect your computer for parts, possibly sell on your personal information, and then sell on the parts and to other people, or even give the parts to people who don't have a computer and therefore struggle to get a job.
Okay. He puts the gun down um on the kitchen island. Um okay, so this wasn't a big plan to expose me then.
No, I didn't even know you lived here.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. That's all I needed to know. Um sorry about the gun.
No, perfectly reasonable reaction. Thank you for not shooting me immediately.
It's fine. It would have been too loud. I didn't want to have to deal with that. I need to get, you know, I need to get some more rest. I couldn't have done that if I'd shot a gun. It has a people get upset when you shoot a gun, I'm sure you understand. Um oh sorry, this has thrown me right off my day. I'm not like on top of my game, as it were, because there's a man in my house. Not that I'm not used to having men in my house. Like that's fine. It's
Oh, I
just the
see.
context. No,
No,
just
it
the
makes
context
sense.
in
It makes sense. I see the
okay.
headlines.
First of all, wow, you come into my house, you steal my things, and then second of all, I'm not used to having my house broken into, is what I meant by that, by a man. Not that I'm used to women breaking into my house. What I mean is that I I am unused to having any large or small human being break into my home and try and steal my things, especially not this early in the morning.
You're the one who's been talking to me for 10 minutes and still hasn't put any clothes on.
Wow. Okay. What do you
No,
propose that I do? Just tell the criminal like, oh, look after yourself. Just keep an eye on the gun for me while I go and put my clothes on in my room, and you're doing God knows what with the you taking my computer, you're stealing my belt buckle. Why are you laughing at me?
God, you're a lot funnier in real life than you are on the chat shows. That is all it is.
Yeah, well, and the chat shows I have to do the fucking voice, don't I? The howdy, folks. You're listening to the sweet sounds of Alabama with me, Jock Angel. It's just, it's fucking impossible to be funny in that accent.
I always thought you were a massive cunt, but actually you seem pretty nice.
Yeah, I appear to be a massive cunt, and then you get to know me a bit more, and I'm not, and then you get to know me even more, and I actually am again a massive cunt.
Sounds a lot like me.
It's nice to hear someone else from my side of the pond, though. How did you end up doing crimes in America?
Ah, it's a it's a long story.
Do you want some coffee?
Uh, you know what? That'd be nice, actually. I've got the impression that you're not going to try and poison me with it.
No, I wouldn't know how to do that. It's because it's one of those fancy coffee machines. See, all of the pods come sort of pre-done. So I think if you want to poison someone, you have to get like a poisoned pod. And I won't know where to source one of those. Um, he turns around to start using the coffee machine, and you do get the impression that he has no idea what he's doing. He's just pressing the buttons because he's realized that if he presses the buttons long enough, eventually it will work.
I am 100% checking you out as you have your back to me.
Yeah, he's got a really nice ass. I'm physically incapable of playing a character with a bad ass. I'm sorry, it's one of my flaws. And yeah, so he's there, kind of pressing all of the buttons, and Dolly Parton is still very faintly playing, and you can see him kind of like dancing to it in a way that suggests he's probably aware that you're looking at his ass.
Okay.
So give me the headlines then of this story, this long story.
Well, I guess didn't do so well at school, got in with the wrong crowd, got in with the even worse crowd, got in trouble with the police, got in trouble with people worse than the police, had to change my identity, hop over the pond. That's where I am now.
Classic. Yeah, and now you're in Nashville County,
Yeah.
stealing from poor country singers who can't defend themselves.
I stuck my finger on the map, and here I am.
There are worse places to be.
Yeah, it's nice here.
So you said that you would have given bits of my computer to people who couldn't afford one, right?
Well, yeah, this is sort of what I do.
Oh, you like a Robin Hood type?
Well, I guess that's kind of the romantic way of looking at it.
Okay.
The fact is, it's impossible to get a. I mean, you can do okay on your phone, but really, it's impossible to get a decent job without a computer. And I know how to put them together, but decent parts, they're hard to come by. So I ended up doing this.
Is there a way that I can help with that, sort of in a less crimey way?
Well, I mean, I guess you could pay off the rents of all the poor people in the city. That would certainly help.
Okay, but is that how do I action that though? Like, I can't just go and be like, I want to pay that rent. Like, there are steps between.
But you actually want to do this?
I mean, I might as fucking well. I've got too much money. I have no idea what to do with it. I mean, there was like a period of time where I was more than happy to spend it on like bad decisions, but
well, I guess you could talk to the city council and make a charitable donation. Talk to residents and homes sector.
Okay, yeah, I'll get my manager.
Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me right now? Because
I'm not fucking with you, man. It's too early for me to fuck with someone. He turns around to the fridge. Also, your coffee is ready. He hasn't realized because, again, he doesn't know how the machine works. He turns around to the fridge and he writes on a post-it on the fridge, text Greg about being a hero, and underlines it.
I see the post-it note and I smile, and I get up from where I am and I take the coffee from the machine.
Okay, I sort of like turn around in surprise when I realize that you're there because we're suddenly like much closer than we were, because the coffee machine is quite near to the fridge, and I'm like, oh, hi.
I haven't got a mug with me. Yeah, I'm not.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
My overzealous prop work. Well, now that you're like this close up, I'm almost like scared of looking at you, and I'm blushing very obviously and like looking at the floor. Well, I Look at the time. Gotta gotta.
Gotta go do some singing.
No, I've got to go and sleep, and then I've got to go do some singing later in 5 hours' time. But I've got to get more of a nap first, otherwise Greg will be mad because apparently it's unapproachable when I yawn on air.
I really can't believe that you're gonna donate to the residential funds. That's insane.
Look, my grandparents raised me with enough of an understanding of Southern hospitality that even though I will never be actually from the South, I understand what it means to help people who are in far more need than you. I don't want to be one of those guys who like one of the country stars that forgets that he's even set foot in the country for a day in his life and just has a mansion in LA and is a twat all the time, which is what all of them are like, all of the famous ones. And I'm trying to be as good as I can with the tools that have been allotted to me. Chiefly, the tool being that I have this accent that I cannot get rid of, no matter how many diction lessons I go to. So anything, frankly, to, I guess, turn, and his voice sort of falters. Oh no, that sounds really bad. Oh no.
Go ahead, hit me.
There's a guy called Jamie Lister who is, he's intent on exposing me. That I'm not really from the South at all. I have lived here since I was 10, but my agents decided it was best if I didn't have a complex backstory. And Jamie Lister thinks that if he secretly finds out that my parents died in Sussex when I was 10 and I only moved here after that, that he's going to put a stop to me once and for all. I'm not sure why he hates me that much. And frankly, not only does an action like this, and he gestures towards the post-it on the fridge, sort of help soothe my guilty conscience, it's also, frankly, a PR distraction from the constant, never-ending nightmare that is them trying to figure out what I really am. I'm sorry, I'm a famous asshole.
Not doing too much badly than the rest of them.
Thanks.
You're not that much of an asshole.
I pointed a gun at you for like 15 minutes.
And then you decided to donate a bunch of money to people in need.
Yeah, but
people have done worse.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I suppose that I'm not the worst person currently alive on this planet, and neither are you. And I think that's fine. That's a fine thing to aim for. Just don't be the worst.
We should do the match point thing.
Yeah, I agree, because we've been doing this scene for
this scene has been so long, but it's been so good.
I know. I'm sorry, I'm just really, the stereotype of someone literally someone breaking into a famous person's house and they're like, stay for coffee. I love that. I love that so much.
Same. It's awesome.
Okay.
Cool.
So we've got to do rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, yeah, and then the person who wins gets to do the thing, and then if you draw, the person who wins leads the next scene, right? Yes.
Okay.
Oh
wait, no, doing the match game ends a scene.
Yes, it does. It ends the scene. It's because
okay.
Yeah, because there's the way it works is so you choose your solution and play the match game with your partner to end a scene, and then the person who wins the game of rock, paper, scissors gets to do the thing that they said they wanted to do, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Oh, hang on, wait. Yes, okay, I know what I'm gonna play. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Ah, shit! Okay, so you get to do your thing.
I mean, it doesn't. So rock for me is sweep past any objections using your fame as a shield. So I imagine this scene ends with me like I was gonna say okay. I can't think of a way of doing this that's like dramatically satisfying because
I can tell you what I was intending to do if that would help.
yeah, I know what you were intending to do because I could see it on my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. While you are distracted and laughing with the coffee, I am going to just be like, oh, back in a sec. I am going to put some clothes on, actually. And ring down to the front desk where there will like always be a doorman there and be like, yeah, there's this guy in my apartment who's tried to steal something of mine and I've kept him distracted for long enough. But
would I hear this or...
Are you listening?
Yeah, I think I would. I don't know. I can't make this work for me because you have to win this. So actually, no, I don't hear it. I don't hear it at all.
Okay, cool.
That makes more sense.
So I come back in and I'm kind of like, I give you kind of like a tight-lipped smile, and my foot is bouncing, and I reach back for my coffee and I'm like, well, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
What's your name again?
Nick.
I'm Jock, but you knew that already.
Yeah. Oh God, what do I...
There are like a few beats of silence and then you hear like someone like knocking on the door. I open the door. I cross to open the door.
I am like running. I'm like across the room, like heading for the balcony. Like
we're on like we're on the
time.
top floor.
Yeah, this is like bullet time.
Yeah. Okay, so I open the door and I kind of sigh and I'm like, yeah, he's in here. I kept him. I had a gun, and you can hear the security guards being like, oh, it's no, wait, no, I've got to do the voice. So I'm like, I had a gun. Seemed like such a good idea before I had to start talking.
Go, keep going. You can do it.
I had a gun. I kept him at gunpoint until I found a time to call up on yourselves. And you can hear them saying like, oh, great, quick thinking, Mr. Angel.
You fucking bastard. And I'm desperately looking out of the balcony, realizing how high up I am and that there's no way I can jump. There's no way I can scale. I just don't have time.
Jock Angel meets your eyes and says, we're on the 20th floor, baby. There's nowhere to go. And then he like looks guiltily towards where he's written the note on the fridge, and looks back at you and shrugs and says, "That's show business."
End scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love doing a bad Southern accent so much. Like I love being a bad cowboy. It's just
so good.
My depression is cured.
So I get 1 match point.
Mm-hmm.
And you lead the next scene.
Okay. So ooh. I'm backstage after a performance. I realize that I've accidentally done one of my scenes already.
Oh, it's okay. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay, so I'm backstage after a performance and I'm on the phone with my manager again. And what is going to happen is that I am sick of like having security guards all the time because my security has only increased since the incident at my flat. So I'm essentially going to give the security guards the slip and just walk home by myself.
Okay.
So so I've passed backstage. I've given them the slip, and I am walking through the street lit pavements of Tennessee, of Nashville, Tennessee, with my manager on the phone again. Look, Greg, I know that it's not ideal, and I know that there's no reason for an American country star to give a shit about English people, but I just like, you know, that what happened earlier this month has really shaken me up, and I just want to do something to help, and I don't see why I shouldn't be helping people in Sussex. There's no, I know you want me to help the people of Tennessee, and I'm sure the people of Tennessee need it right now, but I just feel like there are people there that I owe a debt that I don't owe a debt to here, and I just fucking wish that you'd understand my point for a minute, Greg. Like, Jesus.
Ahead of you, under a street lamp, you see a figure. Do you need to do more setting up, or
No,
okay,
no.
cool. You see a figure leaning against the street lamp, smoking, and it's me.
The image. Greg, look, I'm going to do this whether you like it or not, all right? I don't need your blessing. I suppose I will just ask for forgiveness once I've done it. So fuck off then. I don't mean that. Have a nice night. Say hi to Linda and the kids for me. Love you, bye. And he hangs up.
It's you again.
Yep, it's me.
You
Hi,
fucker.
it's also you. Okay, calm down.
Do you know what I had to do to get out of the fucking situation you put me in?
No, what?
Doesn't fucking matter. So
Look,
so I guess you didn't donate any money then?
no, Greg wouldn't let me. He still like technically controls some of my finances, and I didn't think that me donating to charity would be a big problem. And then I thought maybe actually I should use some of the money for universal credit relief back home, because like, I don't know if you've read up on the situation there, but like, it's pretty fucking bad. But he won't let me fucking do that either. And look, I wouldn't expect you to understand. I'm sorry for the whole calling security thing. The situation ran away from me, and I started getting stressed, and I didn't know how I was going to explain your presence in my house, and I panicked. I'm sorry.
I thought you were something more than what you play on screen, but not the concerts, but you're just totally pathetic, aren't you? You just do what you're told.
Okay, I deserve that. I mean,
I thought you were nice. I thought you were hot, like, but you're just nothing. You've got all this money, you've got all this influence, and you just do what people tell you. How do you live with yourself?
Jesus, no one has ever said anything like this to him in like his entire adult life, which again is only like 2 years, but like, whoa, okay, just time out there, big guy. Calm down, for one. Two, some of that was a bit hurtful, so maybe just think about your tone. Three, I don't know. I don't know how to like live with myself or whatever, because I've never been no, you know what, I don't need to explain myself to you, actually. I don't need to explain myself to the man who I met because he was doing crimes in my house, and I was tired enough that I stupidly fucking thought that it would be a good idea to like let him have some coffee
As you're
and
ranting,
talk.
I walk towards you and I grab you by your forearms and I go, I could beat the shit out of you right now.
You can tell that he kind of thinks that's hot and he doesn't want to say anything. Well, I haven't had the shit kicked out of me since I was like 10. So like I couldn't.
When you call those to stop me going to prison, I now owe people. I now owe really fucking dangerous people, all right? And I'm actually a person who helps people.
I told them not to press charges. I'm sorry. Maybe you should have thought of that before you came into my house and did a crime, all right? I
didn't go to your fucking house. I just went to a fucking house. And you happened to be the person who lived there.
Yes, that makes it my fucking house, you idiot. And I like shove you. Just a little bit. Like, not like... as almost as hard as I can manage, but I don't imagine that phases you much because I don't have any muscles at all.
You kind of show that sense of aggression to me. I grab your hair, I twist you around, and I like hold you in like a headlock.
Okay, so we're doing this now, are we? And I'm like looking up at you, like, I don't know. My face has probably gone a bit red.
I am not happy with what you put me through there.
What are you going to do about it, big guy?
I offered to make things simple, and you had to just fuck me over, didn't you?
This is not a conversation that I can have while you're choking me.
I release you.
Thanks, fucking Christ. I've said I'm sorry. I don't like what. How? Okay, I'm only allowed money in $10,000 releases until I turn 21. Okay, so how much do you owe people? Is it less than that?
The value could be in money. Why am I listening to you? You're just going to fucking report me to the police again, aren't you, for assault?
Okay, no, just fucking shut up. I'm not gonna, because there's no proof. And right now, I'm just a guy. Okay, I've ditched my security people because I wanted to just have a nice walk. So they're nowhere, all right? I've turned Find My Friends off on my phone so Greg can't tell them where I am. I'm not gonna call them because I'll get in just as much shit as I'd get you in. So look, come on. And he starts walking over to the other side of the street where there's an ATM. Come on, I'll help.
You can do that thing where you type in the numbers and it calls the police?
They do that?
Yeah.
Sorry. I haven't used an ATM in like 5 years. People do that for me generally.
Jesus, you fucking princess.
Fuck off, all right? I'm helping you.
Fine.
I admit it was a stupid thing to do, and I'm sorry that I called security. I didn't. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm unfucking the mess that I made.
I don't owe them money. I owe them a favor.
Okay, well, just do them a favor. Like, I don't know, pick some milk up for them. Like,
it's not that kind of a favor.
Well, go on. What are they gonna have you do? Fucking kidnap a princess? What? Lock her in a tower?
I wish. It'll most likely be killing someone.
Oh, Jesus, Nick. Come on now. You don't want to be killing someone. That's bad.
No, I don't want to be fucking killing someone. It's either that or a criminal record and my details on the police database for fucking forever.
Yeah, okay. I accept that's not what we want. All right, I'm sorry for that. Can you not just, uh, uh, I mean, witness protection? You could dob them in, I guess. You could snitch. No, they don't like it when people do that, do they?
They're in too deep. Like I say, they can change police database details.
Okay.
Why am I telling you this? You're just gonna fuck me over again.
Well, I mean, it seems to me, mate, that if you're brooding underneath streetlights waiting for someone to come along that you can spill your guts to, you don't really have much in the way of friends, do you? So maybe it is a good thing that I ran into you here, so you can, I don't know, shout at me and then confide in me, and then we'll go our separate ways until, I don't know, one of us has a problem again.
We should roll. Not roll. We should resolve this.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
No, I'm not. I'm trying
Okay.
to.
That's fine. That's fine.
Like none of these fit.
Yeah, I'm having an issue with that as well.
I guess it could be like it doesn't have to be. We can just play rock paper scissors, and like the person who wins gets to decide the outcome of the situation.
Yeah,
Okay,
agreed.
I need to. Okay, I still need to think then for a second.
Okay.
Okay, I've got something. Okay, I've got something.
Okay, cool. Rock, paper, scissors.
Shoot.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Okay. Do you do rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I
It
wasn't
doesn't
aware
matter.
of that. I
It
just do
doesn't
rock,
matter.
paper, scissors.
The lag is gonna not
Yeah.
make this possible anyway, so don't worry.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hold up mine and you can hold up yours, all right? Because it doesn't really matter.
Wait, sorry, what?
I'm just gonna hold up mine and you can hold up yours because I trust you. I trust this honor system that we have of friendship. So I'm not gonna do the rock, paper, scissors thing, just paper.
I was gonna go with scissors.
Okay, well then you win. Congrats.
Okay, that was the original one that I went with. Oh fuck, how do I do this? Okay. We're both at the ATM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And okay. I just get nervous. Okay. I put my hand on your shoulder gently this time. And I say, God, you make me angry, but I can tell you're not really as bad as you could be.
I think that's the nicest thing anyone's said to me in about 5 years.
That's so sad.
It's fine.
I always thought you could get anyone you wanted.
I mean, there's getting people and there's keeping them, and I'm great at the first one, terrible at the second.
Yeah, I sort of understand that. I live in the short term, have done for most of my life.
Yeah, I did live in the long term, and then, things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So What's happening? What's the deal?
I guess we part ways, and we don't have to. We don't.
Yeah. Good luck on not having to kill anyone. I hope that you don't have to kill anyone.
I'll do my best. It might not be that. It might be something else, but
okay. Well,
I won't know until it's called in.
Okay. Well, good luck on not committing crimes. He like looks so awkward and totally doesn't know what to do with his hands, so he salutes you. He's like, "All right, chief," and then you can see him turning around and going, "What the fuck was that?"
As you turn around, I pick your pocket and I take your wallet.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, I do. And the camera follows me, and a figure. So we're near so the street that we're on, there's like, I don't know, a fucking off licenses somewhere around. And
yeah, like liquor stores. Yeah.
And I kind of look I kind of look around and sort of hold up the wallet in the air, and Jamie Lister comes out from around the corner, around the liquor store.
Yeah.
And walks over to me and takes the wallet from me and just says, "Good job." And the scene ends.
You fucking prick.
Yes!
Oh! Get fucked.
I owed a favour. I got called in a favour.
Should we take a break?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
I don't know, like I feel like maybe, but also I don't want to really. Should we take one after the next scene?
Yeah, okay. Let's go. Okay.
It's been about an hour, right?
Yeah, we we need to get through.
We're so bad at this.
We need to get through so many more. We're just this is just gonna end when it ends, I feel like.
Yeah, you're right. You've got to go for lunch at 1, Sophie.
Yeah, I know.
We're so bad at this.
Hey, it's a good story though.
I mean, yeah, it is though. I really, really love it.
We're doing great. Also, I think we're doing great.
I would like several significant jumps between scenes so that eventually Jock Angel will be 21.
Okay.
Because I wanted to go with the whole prodigy thing, but also like teenagers are gross and I hate them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I was doing something and I wasn't.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Okay, so you lead the next scene, right?
I do, yes.
I got a match point for losing?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So we're 1-1 at the minute. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm using these as guidelines because I think I've done kind of a lot of these things already.
You could always do a solo scene and I could be an NPC.
Okay, I was thinking
that's a way to do a shorter scene, I think.
I was thinking I might do that. I've got one. Go to where you're needed and try to do some good for those you care about most.
Okay.
So a couple of years pass, and we see Nick, and he knocks on the door of like a kind of a not a great looking, like kind of rundown flat, and the person who opens it, he's delivering some computer parts to someone who really needs them. That's what the scene is going to be.
Okay, so so the person that you're coming to meet opens the door and she's like she's about like 55. And she just has kind of like she's got like a shawl on, and she opens the door and kind of like ushers you in. And I'm gonna have to do another bad Southern accent. Why am I like this, Soph?
You fucking put us in Tennessee.
Yeah, I know. I really thought that I was having an idea, but it turned out I just hadn't eaten any fucking
That's
breakfast.
great. Go ahead.
Okay. And she's like, "Oh, by the way, is your character's name actually Nick? Will she know your real name?"
Um, I feel like Nick is a pseudonym that everyone knows him by. He's just
Okay,
Nick.
okay. So she's like, "Oh, Nick, I just got some biscuits out of the oven." That was terrible. She's like, "I just got some biscuits out of the oven. Have one. Take a seat. Did you get what I asked you to get?"
Yeah, I did. I can. I'll set it up for you. No problem.
Thanks.
I'm not doing. I'm not doing that much today.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we were trying to get another shipment of naloxone through, but our connect fell through, and we really need it. I need to be able to be online by tonight because we're running low, and God, there's more and more of them each month, and I
I'll do what I can. Unfortunately, the signal in this area isn't great. I think kids keep attacking the poles.
well, it's not like they got anything better to do.
No, I mean that was me when I was 12. So,
Mm.
um, and I sit down and I start setting up the computer.
She puts
Um,
a biscuit by you, and it's like it's still warm. There's like steam rising off of it.
hmm. Lynette, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me.
I. Sorry, I'm gonna. Full disclosure, I just kind of got a lot on my mind at the minute, so I'll set this up, but I might not.
Take your time, sweet pea. It's fine. I got plenty to do. You just get on with whatever you need to. And she goes to the other. So she's set you up on the kitchen table. Her flat is like super small and cramped. And she sits on the other side of the kitchen table and picks up the knitting. And on leaning against one of the walls, there's there's a yellow sharps bin, packs of like disposable like not nylon, nitrile gloves, and then a plastic bag that has like OD on it, and it's like got a dwindling amount of stuff in it.
What was the thing that I didn't quite catch the reason why she wants the internet back.
She wants the internet back so she can order naloxone, which is the drug which prevents opioid overdoses.
Got it. Okay, understand. I didn't know what that was.
Sorry, I should have. I didn't know whether to like. I was gonna, yeah. When I was about your age, and she gestures towards all of the like medical accoutrement on the wall. I didn't even notice it, and now I don't understand how people can be walking around and not see. And not see what's happening. There's kids younger than you, just throwing their lives away, and I'm sorry, young man. I don't mean to lay my burdens at your doorstep.
No, there's a sickness, really, and we can do our small bit to help people, but it's always going to be short term, really, when we're working at on our level.
Amen to that.
I think do you mind if I don't talk to people very often, so do you mind if I just...
Of course you can, sweet pea.
I think I really ruined someone's life a few years ago, and it felt good at the time, but since then I don't know where he is, and I don't know what effect my actions had on him, and he was a kind of a dickhead, but now
Nanette pushes. She's gotten up to like get some water, and she pushes a glass of sweet tea towards you, and sits back down and says, "I'm of the firm belief that people only ever make the decision they thought was best at the time. And if you thought that was the best decision to make, you cannot berate yourself for that."
I try and, because sometimes I do fuck people over, and it's always in the conscience that they'll just get out of it. But now, in like the last year or so, it's like whenever I do something, I see this web of interconnected actions sort of spiraling out from me, like the butterfly effect. You do one thing, and then it causes a bunch of other things to happen that you don't even know about. And it never used to get to me, but now I find myself worrying about it a lot, worrying about people who don't need fucking worrying about. Sorry.
She just kind of like pats your knee reassuringly. I raised 5 boys and a husband. I've heard worse language in this house. Don't you mind yourself? It's never too late to make amends. God knows I've been spending this time making up for choices I made when I was younger. And she kind of fades out, and you can see her kind of like absent-mindedly playing with like a cross that she's got around her neck.
I gotta find him. I gotta find him. If I find him, then I think maybe it'll stop me worrying so much about dumb shit.
Well, you managed to find me this computer, so I believe you can find this boy and make whatever amends you need to make.
Okay. I think that's the end of that scene.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Okay, so is it my turn now?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay, so this is another solo scene, and I would like you to be Greg, my manager.
Okay.
And this scene will take place about, also just to remind you, your wife's name is Linda, and you have 3 children. This will take place about a month after the details of like my place of birth and my age have been leaked to the press.
Okay,
so everyone now
jumping back in time a little bit.
Yeah,
okay,
is that all right?
Yeah, no problem.
And yeah, so it's sort of like my big secret is out, and everyone knows that the boy prodigy country star has been lying this whole time and was never from the South, which also means I don't have to do the fucking accent anymore. And we're in my rented apartment in Nashville, and I'm sort of pacing up and down.
Well, shit. What? How the hell did this happen, boy?
Sorry, I'm such a... Also, Greg's English, but please keep this
he?
up.
What?
Yes, but Sophie, that's like fucking the best. That's the best.
You literally never said he was English.
I put in hints. The fact that he was calling me 6 hours ahead of Nashville time, which would put him in England.
Okay, no, I'll make him English. That makes more sense. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I hate this because you have... well, shit. That was very good.
Okay, rewind. He's English.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck, Greg. Fuck. Shit, fuck.
You're telling me?
I knew, I told you that we couldn't keep this up.
How on earth did you lose? You lost your wallet. Is that how on earth did you? Where was the? And I lost you that night. You didn't have your phone on. You didn't have the security with you. You know, this is why you need looking after in this way. You're just not responsible by yourself.
Greg, that's okay. I'm sorry. You're right. I was super drunk. He was sober. And I just fell into a street lamp and I dropped my wallet and I just was trying to get home. I'm sorry. And I know that I shouldn't have been drinking and I know that it's illegal here. But, you know, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Well, it's hit the papers, so there's a certain amount that we can't do at the minute. Fuck.
Fucking Jamie fucking Lister, of course. Of course he was the one that found it.
So he stole your wallet. Is this what happened?
No, I dropped it and I guess it found its way into Jamie Lister's hands.
How on earth did I need to talk to the investors. The investors are not going to like this. The Christian investors are going to hate this.
I would like to remind you that I said that this shouldn't be something that we tried to hide from day one.
The image, though, the brand, the marketing, this is what I'm always talking about.
I know. And I'm sorry. It was different. It was different when Mima was alive, but she's dead now. And it was so difficult to keep it up for this amount of time. And you know what, Greg? I'm happy. I'm happy that I get to stop lying about this shit and I get to start being just a normal person.
Oh, good.
Without a fucking accent coach.
Oh, good. You're happy. You're happy that your net worth is going to go down by 80%. You're happy that you've ruined my business. That you're taking food out of the mouths of my children. I'm glad that you're happy. I'm glad that you're more at peace with your sense of personal psyche.
I'm sorry, Greg. I assumed that you had other clients. I'm sorry.
You're my biggest client. And I have a reputation to uphold. My biggest client goes down the shitter. That reflects really badly on the rest of my clients. They go off and find other agents. I'm fucked.
I'm sorry. What can I do here? What am I supposed to do?
God, I don't know. I can phone the newspapers. I've heard of some people having retroactive non-disclosure agreements. They're very complicated to set up. Everyone needs a lawyer, and you need to pay all the lawyers, and then you have insurance to deal with, and then you have to pay off the people who wrote the article, and it's just a nightmare.
Well, we'll have to do that then. Just fucking dip into the trust fund for it, all right? I'm assuming that they let you do that.
I can do that.
Yeah.
You need to go on television. You need to go on the radio. You need to use that little personality of yours to build to make something out of this. We need to make something out of this.
Okay, and do I who am I when I do that? Am I English? Am I American? How are we playing it?
I don't know. Can we capitalize on the backstory again? Can we maybe we can spin this as some tragic?
Orphan
it's so
rags to riches. Orphan rags to riches. It's fine. Everyone loves an orphan, Greg.
I know, but people look at you and they see a small-time American who made it big. They do not see a small-time English person who then hopped the channel and then put on an accent and then became an American. That doesn't fit with the dominant narratives that we're working with in this country. All right?
Okay. I've got an idea. What if I get married?
Get married?
I marry a nice Christian girl. Because that then puts to bed the rumours, the other ones, the untrue ones that were making the Christian investors unhappy. And we raise all-time, all-American children.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's time for a rebrand, baby. I'm raising my kids in the life that I was deprived of, with 2 parents, always there in America.
That could work.
Yeah, okay. And the scene is going to end, and before it does, you see me and Greg kind of like excitedly like, oh yeah, and like, give each other a little hug. And then I turn around, and while Greg turns around to be on his phone, I just...
End scene.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. I guess I lead the next scene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've got one here. I need your help on this, but I have a scene prompt which is use a false ID to get your partner through an obstacle to where they need to be. I think that would be perfect.
Okay.
So it's again, it's like it's again a few. We're back in like present. It's a few years later still.
Yeah.
So we've had the thing where I'm looking. I've been looking for you, trying to figure out what's going on. I think that because I stopped paying attention to the news about you, and now I've started paying attention again, and I see that you've got married and you have kids, and like, or no, you would have got married, but you wouldn't have had kids. I reckon that's like a conversation
so if this
that's
is
happening.
I was going to say, if this is in like 2 or 3 years time,
Yeah,
like Christians love having kids.
yeah,
So it probably just hit the news that I'm expecting my first baby.
yeah,
And I'm back in the charts again, in the country charts,
yeah.
with this really convoluted song called like Baby Angel.
Excellent. And I reckon I'm reading the news and I'm listening to your music and I'm like, this is not right. This has to be a PR move, and it is not.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the the guy that I met.
Real quick, I'm just going to turn my overhead light on because
what's your first name again? I keep fucking forgetting. I didn't write it down.
It's Jock Angel.
Jock. That's that. Yeah. Okay.
I am, one sec. I am willing to bet though that that's not my actual first name, and my actual first name is like James.
Nice.
Yeah, my name is James D'Angelo.
I don't know
my
that.
stage name is Jock Angel. But you would know that if you've seen my driving license. So
Okay,
that's a piece of information that you have.
Interesting. So your real name is James?
James D'Angelo.
Okay, cool. I guess that I guess I would probably have your phone number, because I feel like data, like stealing personal data and stuff, is why I was, because I'm good at computers, that's why I was hired. So I've got your phone number. I've never called it because obviously that's irresponsible, and like I have no reason to call you. So I call your phone in the middle of the night. Like I've been up late trying to reading articles, trying to figure out, there's something that's not right and I can't figure it out, and I know that the next thing I have to do is ring you and just ask, and I have that. Okay. I'm able to do that.
Okay. So I don't live in my penthouse apartment in Tennessee anymore, in Nashville. We live in like we have like a plantation style house outside of the city. The kind of one that every good Southern girl dreams of, like marrying a husband and moving into. And so the phone rings and I say, go back to sleep, honey, you need your rest. It's probably just Greg, because I use the accent full time now.
Yeah.
And I pick up the phone and I'm like, Gregory, what have I told you about calling me before 6 a.m?
James,
stops Marlene from...
James, it's me.
I'm just going to take this outside, honey. And you hear sort of like frantic footsteps, a door opening, two doors opening, two doors closing. And I sit heavily in the rocking chair on my front porch. The fucking nerve that you have of calling me.
Yeah,
The absolute fucking nerve. If I had any sense, I wouldn't call the police, actually. Do you know why I wouldn't call the police on you? Because I fucking lied for you, Nick, which I doubt is even your real name. I told them that I was drunk walking home and I lost my wallet, even though I never drank before the age of 21. I let my manager put a security detail on me full-time, 24/7 for 2 years because of one fucking lie I told to cover your ass. And do you know how many times I've asked myself in the last 2 years why on fucking earth I decided to lie for you? It's a lot. I'll give you that as a hint. I've lost fucking count of the amount of times a day I have to ask myself why I lied for this stupid man who I've met twice in my life, who tried to ruin my life the first time and did ruin my life the second time, and I still haven't come up with a good fucking answer. So whatever this is, it better be good.
James, I'm so sorry. It took me a while to realise exactly how fucking stupid I was. I could sit here and argue that I had to do it, but it's not worth it. I started looking you up and to see what had happened, and the life on the news about you and the songs that you're singing. We've only met a couple of times, but I know that that's not you, and I knew that I've forced you into an image that you don't want to have, and
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about you.
After Lister published his first article, investors started getting angry, performance venues started calling in, and it was decided that we needed to undergo a radical PR shift. If it helps, it was my idea. And me and Marlene are very happy. And you have no right to there are things which I have to keep a lid on now, all right? In order to be able to provide for my wife and future children, in order to be able to provide for myself, in order to be able to provide for Greg and Linda and their kids. And that's an agreement that I made.
You might be able to provide for them, but what is that? A life of just providing?
It's better than the life that I had before. At least I have people who need me now, people who love me. I'm happy.
They don't love. I don't think they love you. I think they love the image, the story, and a story isn't a person. A person is much more complicated and messy. And
listen, Nick, some people don't get love at all right?
My name's not
and
Nick. My name isn't Nick.
What's your name then?
I got your name. You might as well have mine. My name's my real name is Newton.
Newton, hi. Nice to meet you.
Wow, I haven't told anyone that for years.
I would tell you my real name, but I imagine you already know it.
Well, it's James, I know.
Yeah.
What if I told you I can get you out of this?
You can't.
I can.
what makes you think that I want to be out of this? I'm happy. And every single time he says I'm happy, you get the impression that he is used to telling himself this. Like, he doesn't say it with any conviction at all.
You sound like you're about to cry.
It's late. Marlene's been up a lot recently. The baby's keeping her up. It's kicking a lot. So we don't get a lot of sleep. So I'm just shaky. That's all.
What I did, it eats away at me, and I'm sorry, I can't rest until I fix this, until I do something.
Listen, we're even now, all right? I fucked your life up, and you made me change mine, so you don't need to feel guilty, all right? Because what you did, it just reset the score. And I don't need your pity.
I'm not trying to pity you. I'm trying to give you a way out. I'm trying to give you control over your own life. I've changed my identity several times. What's it for someone else?
There is no way out of this that doesn't involve me abandoning my family. And I refuse to do that. I'm sorry, Newton. You don't know me well. I mean, there are aspects in which you seem to know me better than a lot of people I know, but this one, I can't abandon them. I can't treat them like this. I'm sorry.
No, I understand. I'm not good at thinking in the long term, so I wouldn't understand.
And besides, I wouldn't want to leave because I'm happy here. I'm having a boy. I found that out today.
You thought of a name?
Yeah. My dad's name was Charlie, not Charles, but everyone called him Charlie. So that, and then Marlene wants his middle name to be Richard after Nixon.
Jesus, it's like a parody.
he doesn't want to let her laugh out of that, but he does. Yeah. I thought about trying to argue with her, but there's not an easy way out of that for me. Well, it could have been worse. If it was a girl, she wanted her first name to be Reagan after Ronald. So
oh, Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
Yeah, I know. I have a Newton. Sorry, I have an American flag hanging outside my house. And I have a Confederate flag inside it.
Oh, just run away with me, you fucker.
With you?
Well, I can hardly just hand you a fake ID and let you just go off by yourself.
Where would we go?
I don't know. I'd stick my finger on a map and we figure it out from there.
I've always wanted to go to San Francisco.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I want to visit the Stonewall place. I want to see the Golden Gate Bridge. I want to go to the Yosemite National Park.
I've never
been there.
I don't know anything that's in San Francisco. I discovered it when I found it.
I like that. And then you hear the phone gets kind of muffled as he puts it on his shoulder. Yeah, honey, I'll be back to bed in a minute. Well, this was a nice moment of escapism, but I have to get back to my wife.
If you want to get away, if you want to escape, I'll have an ID waiting for you. Just give me a call. And it'll happen just like that.
Okay.
I owe you. And it tears me to pieces to to know that you're not even using your own voice in your own house.
I'm doing what I have to survive. And this is an easy price to pay for that.
Offers
Thanks.
always there. Offers are always on the table. We need to do rock, paper, scissors.
We do. I don't like being restricted to the 3 options.
Yeah,
because,
they don't feel appropriate right now.
Yeah, okay. So, shall we do the thingy? Or are you figuring out what?
No, I'm just gonna play rock, paper, scissors, and if I get the thing that I want, then we do the thing that I want.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, you win.
Okay. Okay. So I guess like right before the phone conversation is coming to a close, I'm just like, just think of it. The adventure, driving out on the open roads, stopping for lunch at the gas stations. No attachments, no manager, no one telling you what to do, no expectations, just new adventures, new experiences. I can do that for you.
James just stays completely silent. The only way that you know that he's like still on the phone is that you can hear his like shaky like breathing. I have to go.
I'll see you around, Angel.
You too, Newton.
And I hang up.
Yeah. After he hangs up, just for a minute, before his wife calls him back to bed again, James puts his head in his hands and cries.
That's that scene. Oh, this is intense. I love it.
I know. I fully, when you said "run away with me, you fucker," I almost started crying.
Really?
Yeah. Can we have a break for a second?
Yes.
Because that was really like.
I thought you were just acting. I didn't realize how like. I didn't realize it was affecting you.
Like I was acting, but some of it, like the mood of staying closeted to keep other people happy is like a strong one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. It's one of those. It's a reservoir that's easy for me to tap into. I'm just gonna have another. How was that for you? Because that was quite intense.
I felt all right about it. Yeah, it's really fun to play a character that is really not like me at all, and who, like, I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like, honestly, I think this is one of the most sort of challenging, like, characters that I've played in one of these, because he's very unlike me. But I like that. I like that we're like flexing. Oh, this is so good. I'm in love with this.
Yeah, it's become a really fun story. It's less of a rom-com, more of a drama, I guess. But like, I'm happy that that's where it's going, because it's
me too. I just feel like, because I think we're both just kind of very comfortable with like letting the story dictate what we're doing. Like, we're comfortable with going with the flow of it. So I think that a shift in genre feels like natural. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't. Like it would be feel more unnatural to try and force it back into being a rom-com at this point.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, I get to lead the next scene. Yay. Yeah, I'm just
Wait, I thought you led that one.
but I won the end of their scene.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, we said like, yeah, if you win the scene,
I'm sorry, I'm a dumbass.
you get to lead the next one. I think that's how it works.
Oh, but I get a match point for that.
Yes.
Sorry for the chomping noises.
No, I can't hear anything.
Oh, perfect.
Shall we do we've got to do like we've got 45 minutes and we also want to do
Okay,
a
I'm going to
debrief.
stop eating my orange.
So should we do like 2 more scenes, because I think that's all we've got time for really, and also give us time to like chill out and do a debrief.
Yeah, 2 more scenes works because then we've done 6, which is like a decent number.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're leading this one.
Okay. I feel like it's like 3 months later.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the middle of the night and I'm parked outside your house waiting for you to come out and like get into my car with your bag of stuff.
Holy shit! Okay.
I feel like that makes sense to me, right?
Yeah.
Is that imposing too much, or would you prefer there was like one more scene? Like, do you like, because also I'm aware I'm making a big choice for your character there, so I don't want to make that choice if you don't think it feels right from your perspective.
I think that so what I'm imagining is that it's like sort of in order to reconcile my character making this choice.
Yeah, like, because I don't want to make that choice without like you're okay on that.
Yeah. He went to visit the place where his grandfather and grandmother are buried. And he sat by the grave for like hours, just kind of like talking it out with himself. And like he basically eventually admitted to himself that like his grandmother wouldn't have, because like they're the ones who like raised him basically after his parents died, that his grandmother wouldn't have accepted seeing him so like distraught over his life, and that if he didn't do something about it, like he was going to end up resenting his kids and resenting his wife, and that's no way for a family to be. And essentially the way that he thinks of it now is that like he has responsibilities, but those are responsibilities that like he can't fulfill unless he steps away right now, because he's like not in a good way. He's drinking quite a lot, and he can't stand his wife. And he is like, but like despite the fact that he's sort of become kind of at peace with that this is the decision he's making, he doesn't like himself for it.
Yeah, it's a really like, I mean, that's the thing, like, it's such a kind of emotionally fraught decision. I would not want to. I get to lead the scene, and that's where I think it logically should go. But
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, that's okay. Cool.
I appreciate the time the time giving that you've given me the time to kind of resolve like where he would be at with that.
Yeah, I don't want it to just happen. That would feel weird. And yeah, the fact that he's still not okay with the decision. That's
Yeah, no.
interesting to work with. Yeah, so I am out the front of your house. That you see the car, this sort of beat up car, sort of drive into view.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's on the porch. It's the middle of the night. I imagine it's like 2 or 3 a.m.
Yes, for yeah.
Yeah. And as soon as he sees, as soon as I see your car, I kind of bolt towards it. And get in on the passenger side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my hands are like balled into fists, and I'm like white knuckled and shaking. Hi.
Hi. On the phone earlier, you sounded. You're absolutely sure you want to do this?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay, good. And the car pulls away, and I start heading to the airport.
And you sure that they're not gonna the fake IDs? It's fine. There's not gonna be any problem.
We have fake IDs. I know a guy at the airport who owes me. He wouldn't have his job there if it weren't for me. I've called in a couple of favors. I'm going to be out of this place, so it doesn't make much difference to me.
So this is it.
This is it.
I've been thinking about it ever since you rang me the first time, and God, the thing I want to do is to reach out and put my arm around you to comfort you. I can't do it because I'm driving, so I keep driving. I just figure it's best to go before he's born. I feel like it's kinda that I never give him a chance to know me than the idea that he could have had me and then I left. Marlene's parents are visiting tomorrow, so they'll be able to help. I need actually just give me I'm just gonna, and he gets his phone out and shakily types a text to Greg, sends it, turns his phone off, and throws it out of the car window. That's what criminals on the run do, right?
Yeah.
Throwing phones and
I check in the mirror, and when a car drives over it, I nod satisfied. What we're doing is really terrible, awful thing. I recognize that, but really not doing anything, that's the worst thing here. That would be the worst thing here. For you, for your kid, for Marlene.
Oh, Marlene. I like to think that in another life. No, actually, I can't construct any kind of life in which I like her. I love her a lot, but I don't like her at all. I never understood it when I would see comedians, get on stage and do an hour-long set about how much they hate their wife. And it's not behavior that I condone now, because I think publicly hating your wife is not fine. But I'm not gonna let her kind of get it. Oh God, oh fuck you, and what am I doing?
I don't know what I'm doing either, if that helps.
Yeah, it does a bit actually. Wait, does it? You're supposed to be. No, I don't. It's fine.
Functionally, I know what I'm doing, but in terms of the long term, I don't think that far ahead.
I don't even know what. I don't even know if I am gay. I've never been. I've never. What if? Oh fuck! What if this is? What if I'm not? What if I'm not gay? I'm just like. I just don't like.
Hey, I never said this was a romantic thing. I never said this was.
Oh, I'm not concerned about whether or not we're gay. I don't even want to think about that ever in my life. I'm more concerned about the fact that I don't like my wife, and I think I know why that is, and I don't, and I'm I'm just having a hard time understanding where I fit in all of this now, because I thought I knew who I was, and then I got in your car, and now I don't know who I am at all.
I pull the car over to the side of the road. We've got lots of time. And I look at you in the passenger seat. God, you're beautiful.
All of the words have like fallen out of my brain. Like I look at you completely speechless, and then I look out of the windshield at like the sky and the stars, and I take a deep breath, and I'm like, no one has ever told me that I'm beautiful before, so I'm just going to process that.
You say you're confused.
Yeah, oh God. So it was my idea, the wife thing, the let's have a wife. And I think Greg was kind of surprised at how cavalierly I suggested having a wife, because I'd never really thought about having a wife before. And then as soon as we agreed it, I was filled with this sense of dread, because I grew up in the Deep South. There wasn't much in the way of queer education. And then I moved here, and you will have seen the rumours. But that's all they were, rumours. And I was never sure about anything until my wedding day. Fuck, my wedding day. Marlene, was great. Aesthetically, 10 out of 10. And I just felt so wrong looking at her and telling her that I loved her. And I thought maybe that's just because I didn't love her, but I just don't. There's a handful of people in my life that I've had, those kind of feelings for, and they weren't women. Sorry, this is not a good ramble for me to be having right now. You don't need this. You're busy saving my life.
I mean, I got you into this, so. Well, when I have a problem, what I usually do is I try and tackle it with any solution, and usually that helps me to figure out if it's if the solution that I try is wrong, then I know that I know at least somehow that I had to head in the right direction. If the solution's right, well, it's win-win. So, and I put my hand on your cheek.
My face is like red hot under your hand, and my heart is beating so fast that I'm like internally surprised that it's not like loud and audible to like you and everyone in the whole fucking neighborhood that we're in.
I think it comes from I learned some I'm a pretty decent programmer when I like to be, and so sort of brute forcing solutions and stuff sometimes has to play a part in the work that I do. So how does this feel?
Yeah, it feels, your hands on my face, and it's nice.
Okay, well, we're working towards a solution that we can work with then. And I lean a bit closer so that I'm like an inch away from your face.
I give this really startled like inhale. That's, yeah. Now you're closer, and that is, I'm having a feeling.
Having a feeling, okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like,
well, that's promising.
When my stomach is kind of like, oh, this is not really. I'm unused to this, but I believe that the colloquialism is butterflies.
Okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I pretend to think while I'm like an inch away from you, just like, oh, well, there's a number of other, and
You're an asshole, and I kiss you. The adrenaline of running away from my wife in the middle of the night with the man that I imagine that in the run up to this, we've been talking on the phone like
yes,
every day.
yes,
Yeah, for
like figuring out the logistics, and I'm keeping up. I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
yeah. And I've become so used to like having your voice there that seeing you in person again for the first time in a really long time has confirmed all of the thoughts that I thought I had, which is that like you were the first person that I was like, oh, I'm literally in love with this man. I'm in love with this man. I'm pointing a gun at him, so he'll come into my house and have coffee with me. Because even though he's just nicked something from me, he's really sexy and he's got a nice smile. And the heartbreak of the past, into the kiss, I try and put every feeling that I've ever had about you, like the heartbreak and the sadness and the relief that you're here, and the joy that I feel at like having my hands on your face again.
I my hands go over your back, and I'm just stroking your back gently and carding my fingers through your hair and trying to comfort you as well.
Yeah, I kind of with a start realize that I'm crying, and I pull away from you, and my face is like wet with tears, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, that's not very sexy of me. Sorry. Also, I just like kissed you wild. Oh
I
fuck! Oh
I give
fuck! What am I doing?
I get a Kleenex out of the glove out of like the glove box and hand
Thanks,
one to
man.
you.
Thanks. I think I'm probably gay, to be honest.
No,
Sort on. Oh,
really?
fucking shut up! I'd like ball the Kleenex up and throw it at you. Uh, well, that's that sorted. Then,
Good. I'm glad I could
yeah, I
help.
can. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm like catching your eye and then looking away and blushing and then like catching your eye again. Um,
I'm sure there's a few more ways I could help.
oh my god! I mean, yeah, but like, um, I need to put a pin in that, but yes. Oh, the fucking smirk, the sexy smirk. I just need to sort of sit and like just be with my gay self now, saying that a lot. Um, Jock Angel, famed neo-Christian country star, is just a massive gaylord. That's the facts. That's the facts of the situation.
Looks like it.
And he's running away with a criminal.
And I start the car up again and I keep heading towards the airport.
When your hand like moves off the gear stick, I like reach over and like grasp it tentatively.
And I take it. And I rub your fingers with my thumb.
I like lift your hand to my face and kiss it. And then I just kind of like hold your hand for a second in so like the bars of street light that will sweep the car and then go into darkness again until we reach the next one. I hold it up just under one of those bars of street light before we drive into darkness again, just turning our hands over like I'm committing them to memory. And because the only light is this like yellowish sort of street lamp thing, the entire car takes on this kind of like sepia tone. And it feels for a moment like we have been holding hands for an eternity.
I do need to change to third gear.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I
No
like return
problem.
my hand awkwardly to the. I never learned to drive stick shift, so I'd have no idea how any of this works. I
Okay.
can barely drive a manual, automatic even.
Should we do
Yeah,
do we, or should we just move on to the next scene? Because it feels like,
yeah. I think we should just move on because that was like a natural
yeah,
conclusion.
like that works. You
Yeah.
lead the next scene because I've led 2 scenes now. So
Okay.
you lead the next one, and it'll be the last one.
Yeah.
And we have to ask questions in this one. We have to, if we're going to ignore some of the rules, we should at least not ignore all of them.
Yeah.
So I have a question, and they narrate fully if. Okay.
Yeah. This is where match points count.
Yeah, you've got way more than me.
Yeah, I've got 2.
I've got 1. So
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I've got double. Okay, so it's like a few months' time, and we're in a bar in San Francisco. We're in like the gay district, and we're not at the Stonewall Inn, but it's nearby. And I am walking over to our crowded table with 2 fucking stupid looking like fruity cocktails, and placing one down in front of you triumphantly. Actually, I think we're sitting outside,
okay.
and it's hot, like it's a hot summer evening,
Yeah.
and you can see kind of like off into the distance the bay is glittering. I can't remember the geography of San Francisco. I don't know if it's right, but this is our world. Fuck it. And yeah, as I put it down in front of you triumphantly, this cost me $12.
$12.
Yeah,
I well,
each for each one.
for each one.
Yeah.
Oh God, you are impossible. You see a little. You see a few little umbrellas in a glass, and you're completely gone.
Listen, I'm exploring and experimenting with being gay, and it seems to me that if you're gay, you drink a lot of drinks with tiny little umbrellas in them, as evidenced by the entire clientele of this bar, who all have an umbrella in their drink in some way, shape, or form. So sue me.
Being gay isn't like an image you have to. It's not. It's not another. You can be
I
gay however
know.
you like. You don't. I
I
mean, if
know.
that's how you enjoy being gay, then that's fine.
I mean, there are other ways that I enjoy being gay better. But
Yeah, I know a few of those ways.
oh, fuck off. But you know what? I like this. I think I like the everything that would make my manager turn over in his grave. I hope he's not dead. But if he was, um, I like. I just yeah, I know that it's not about that, and I know that it's all about fucking being true to yourself, and you can't love someone else until you can love yourself and whatever. But also sometimes I think for me, what being gay looks like is sometimes tiny umbrellas.
Well, you're fixing the next couple of computers, all right, to pay for
Okay,
this.
fine. Yeah.
I'll help
That's all
you, but
right.
you're doing most of it.
Okay. Oh, it's so difficult. It's with the numbers and the wires, and I'll do it. It'll be fine. But it's been a learning curve.
You'll. I think that in a maybe a couple of decades, you'll be passable at it.
Oh wow, thanks. What a thrilling existence to look forward to. 2 decades of being worse at computers than someone's teenage cousin. I like it here.
I do too. No, look out over the bay, the sparkling water, the beautiful people walking around, and the hot air.
I kind of stretch out and lean against you, And like at first I was incredibly jumpy at any like physical contact at all because I was like, oh no, I'm gay. But now I'm like, yeah, I'm gay. And I will take any opportunity to like drape myself over you like a fucking twink ass cat.
I put my arm around you and hold you close.
I just kind of like rest my head against your shoulder. I never thought that I would have this, you know. I just assumed for so long that there wasn't a life that I could live where I could have this and be happy. And I have that now. So thanks for breaking into my house that day.
God, that feels like a long time ago. It was a long time
God,
ago.
I know, right? 3 years. Nearly 4 now.
Yeah.
We need to start planning our anniversary because that's the day that we decided is our anniversary.
Yeah, I want to do something. I've got a couple of meetings with shady characters. I just seem trouble follows me everywhere I go. I thought I kind of cut ties with everything when we left, but
It's okay.
people still want data stealing. People still want hard drives stolen from people.
I like reach. Sorry.
No, you go.
I reach my hand up and kind of like rest it on your face to try and comfort you. I sort of like stroke my thumb against your cheekbone. You know that you don't have to explain yourself to me. You don't have to apologize to me ever. You're doing what you have to, and that's fine.
Do you think I'm ever gonna get out of it? The crime stuff, you know?
Is this a part of the scene where I narrate? Okay. I'm not sure how to do this. So is this like a flash forward?
I'm not sure. It doesn't actually say.
Because this isn't an answer that James would have, but it is an answer that Leo has.
Yeah, do it like that then. That makes sense.
So Newton, the concept of reforming is weird because especially now that he mainly gets computers just for people who need them, Newton hasn't really done anything that he feels the need to like atone for. I think that it's hard for him to imagine another kind of life, and he would change eventually, but only after something happens that puts him and James in danger. Is how I imagine that. I imagine there is a very tense argument in which James finally says it's me or crime. And Newton,
once I finish laughing at that statement, just kind of because it's just so ridiculous. It's very high. It's very high stakes, but also very ridiculous thing to say.
Yeah, James is like, listen, Newton. All right, that guy nearly fucking got me. All right, there was a gun pressed against my back, and I'd never wanted to give you this ultimatum, but it's me or crime. It's me or crime, Newton.
Sorry, I'm trying to be sorry. That just caught me off guard a little bit.
Are you laughing at me? Because I said it's me or it's crime?
Me or it's crime. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. You are a
nuisance and a disgrace.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a pretty fucking stupid statement.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid. It's you. It's always you, James. Okay. We're maybe back in that we're back in that scene where we're at the bay with our drinks back in
Okay, so my question doesn't apply because I'm no longer famous in this scenario.
Oh, okay, got it.
So I think what I'm going to ask you is, am I ever gonna like right the wrong that I did by abandoning my family?
Okay.
And we have to equal narrate it, but I will let you start.
Okay. I feel like it's I feel like you do go back and have some kind of resolution. It takes a long time, like it takes a really like several years because
Yeah.
what happened is so kind of really a really horrible decision that had to be made. So I feel like it's maybe like 5 years later or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And
that's
I knock on. Yeah, so I think it's like the day after my kid's birthday, and I know that because there was this massive thing in the papers when Charlie Richard Angel was born. Um, like, you know, wife of missing country star valiantly gives birth to child.
Sorry, keep
And
going.
and it's the day after, and I knock on the door, and I have like a present in my hands.
Am
And
I there or am I like in the car waiting for you?
I think you're in the car
Yeah, that
because
makes more sense.
Marlene, I wouldn't trust her not to pull a gun on you.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I
And
would
Marlene opens the door and she looks at me and she slaps me in the face.
ooh,
And I'm like,
I'm sort
yeah.
of watching from the car, like, oh.
And I'm like, yeah, I deserve that. You're right. And then she slams the door and I like sit and wait outside the house.
Do you want me to play Marlene in this scene?
Um,
Or do you just want to narrate this?
yeah, I think essentially that is the first of many interactions we have that end in her telling me to go away.
Yeah.
And I sit and wait until she decides to talk to me. And then in time, I meet my kid for the first time. I'm sorry, I'm stealing Liz's narration here.
No, go. You've got the ideas.
Um, I actually relate to my kid a lot because I feel the sense of abandonment that he has because of the fact that I sort of lost my parents at like a similar age, and he doesn't talk to me for a really long time, and it's like a couple of years time, and he asks if I will come to his birthday party, and I do, and I bring you, and Marlene's parents know not to say anything, and you're my friend. They don't want him to know that his father is a homosexual.
Yeah, I'm
But
just a good friend who
yeah, but
tags along.
Daddy and his friend just kind of like stand holding hands, watching the kids eat like ice cream cake. And on his 7th birthday, I give him a guitar.
Oh, so cute. So what's the final shot of this film that we've created?
I think we've had our cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, okay, I've got a really good one.
Okay, go.
Okay, 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton starts playing in the bar.
Yeah.
And the doors of the bar are open, and it spills out onto the patio in the street. And I finish the rest of my drink, put it down, hold my hand out to you, and I ask you to dance.
I bow in a very like in a very exaggerated way. And I grab you bodily and pull you onto the dance floor.
I'm still getting used to like the way that you touch me, because it's so different than like being held by like a woman, and it still leaves me in awe that you can just kind of like pick me up and put me somewhere. And I laugh as I like spin out onto the dance floor, and I still have your hand, and I kind of like pull you against me, and you can feel my heart like hammering against my rib cage. And the song plays and we dance, and I tell you that I love you.
And I tell you that I love you. And camera like pulls back into the San Francisco sky, and then we fade to black.
Yes, baby, fade to black.
Baby!
Oh,
that was awesome.
Oh, tasty food for my gay brain.
Yes.
Oh, that was amazing.
Same. That was good fun. Not a rom-com.
Not at all. No, that was fucking harrowing. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm physically incapable of like just having a happy, nice time.
I feel like Facing You that we did last week. I feel like that was a rom-com for me because it was it was pretty light-hearted in the grand scheme of things, and it was very like snarky and sarcastic and whatever. And this, debrief. We should debrief.
Yeah. I always feel compelled after we do one of these to be like, how was it for you? Which is what I say after I've had sex with someone.
Well, it's a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing. So how was it for you?
Just really good fun. And what I'm finding is it's very fun to play out lots of these kind of iterations of romantic relationships, especially after I've had a breakup. It's actually very fun and very cathartic, and it's kind of like it's just really fun to play out lots of different gay relationships as well, especially as I'm sort of coming to terms with my own gender and everything as well. So these have been really, really good fun in that sense.
And they provide a lot of like it just has so much like dramatic depth to like mine, just all these dramatic truffles to search for with my little fucking improv pig nose. I don't know what I'm saying.
Because like in that game, I was deliberately trying to challenge myself because I never play characters that are forward in that romantic sexual way, and like
you've never played a top in your life, and that's fine, and that's valid.
Never.
But you did a great job.
Congrats.
Thanks, big dick energy, babe.
Thanks.
10 out of 10.
Oh. I was good because I feel like I would not have had the confidence to play that kind of character like a couple of several weeks ago when we started doing these. And it was really fun and really nice to play a character very distinctly different to me, which is cool.
I have a really hard time playing characters who are like do things that I find morally unacceptable.
Same, yeah.
And so that was an interesting challenge for me because I hated the idea that he was going to leave his family, but also I knew that he had to. Finding a way to play that and make myself comfortable with it, or just sit with the discomfort of it and not allow my personal feelings about his decisions to affect the way that I played him was really interesting.
That was really, really tough. That was a really, really, really tough point in the narrative where I was like, this could go either way, but I wanted your character to leave his family, even though it was a terrible thing to do. And I actually hadn't even thought of the fact that your character had grown up without parents, and I hadn't even considered that would make it even worse, basically.
I don't know. That was a really like morally like not fine, like because I don't know, I did genuinely find it really difficult to be like, okay, I'm gonna get in the car, but I enjoy that.
Cathartic, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like this is a situation where I get to make and play out choices I would never make in real life, which is like the point of, I mean, it's usually the point of an RPG in that like, oh, you get to fight a dragon, but in this one it's like, oh no, you just get to be a different type of gay than you normally are. I think that though, we need to start timing the scenes, and I think the opening scene shouldn't exceed 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was a very long opening scene. It was also a very fun opening scene.
That was so much fun. We
set everything up beautifully. I love the actually, like, because I have a few issues with the system, but I do love being able to like set up those. You have 3 things that you need to establish about your character, and you need to get those 3 things out in that first scene. Like that's
Yeah.
really useful to do, and it would be cool if like like other RPGs that are very light on character creation would benefit from that, because it's useful. It's a very improv-y thing. It's like
Yeah, absolutely.
you establish the
Yeah,
who,
it helps to have that.
you establish the who, what, where of your character, essentially.
Exactly, it helps with this. It's like a version specifically created for this of the triangle of the scene, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What? So yeah, what am I doing? What are you doing? What we're doing it about? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's more sort of specific to your character. That was, I mean, apart from the like, oh my god, Leo having a big brain before I've had my coffee and my cereal time of like, let's set this in Tennessee. Who was I? Who was I 3 hours ago? And how do I kill him? My god. That was fucking great though. Yeah, 10 out of 10. I really like this system.
I might have a look at it and I might tweak it a little bit. But
love to tweak.
this would be lovely to play as a live stream game. I think it would work really
Mm-hmm.
well. We need to time the scenes. We absolutely need to time the scenes. They need to be like, yeah.
Do you think we need to do another run of it before we live stream it?
No, I think we just need to time the scenes, because that was literally the only thing we needed to do, I think.
Yeah. What was it? Oh, we should do stars and wishes. So we've done with the wishes timing the scenes. What were your favorite moments of that?
I guess like playing a character who is very forward rather than kind of like very coy, because I normally play very coy characters. That was really fun to do. I loved like, I guess like, yeah, there was I loved the whole kind of conundrum with the I need to like I like the fact that we genuinely fucked each other over a couple of times, like, because that raised the stakes so much. It wasn't just like we're going to be nice to each other here. It's like we both had agendas and we tried to, and then when everything spiraled out of control, I was like, fuck, I have to stop thinking, like, because my thing was like, I think in the short term, and then suddenly I find myself thinking in the long term, and it's not nice, and I have to try and sort things out. Yeah, I like the whole conundrum with you having to leave your wife and kid, like that was excellent, like, because that was such a difficult like narrative thing to try and figure out, like that was really interesting. And
that's the most like, I don't know, I think that's the most that I've had like had to like really connect with like an emotional dramatic scene in a while, I think. I really love the phrase "run away with me, you fucker." I can't stop thinking about it. That was so good. Like, yeah, I just loved that entire like phone conversation. Was really, really good.
Because it was odd, because there was a sense that we didn't know each other very well, and then we took this big risk to run away from each other. I guess like if I had a wish, I would like maybe more of like, because we established that we talked on the phone a lot about, because we were running out of time basically. We were like, we knew you had to write stuff up, but I would have loved to seeing them grow to trust each other more. And I feel like we had to skip over that because we were running out of time. Like, it's like seeing that relationship develop from we don't know each other, we don't trust each other, to we trust each other and we do know each other.
I think that like the sort of the aspect of that I found interesting was it was either when the first scene in the kitchen or when we ran into each other and you nicked my wallet, that we were basically like we had that whole conversation about like, well, if you had someone that you could like trust and if you had friends, you wouldn't be like spilling your guts to almost a stranger. And so I like that kind of idea that like we didn't know each other that well, but we were each other's like closest thing in the world to a friend at that moment.
Yeah, actually, yes.
It was kind of bittersweet and interesting to play. The the fact that even though we were taking this like ridiculous risk together because we had no choice.
Nice. How about you?
Yeah.
Stars. Did you already do your stars and wishes?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the timing thing for the wishes really, and I actually really enjoyed the scene with you and was it Nanette?
Yes. Oh fuck! I forgot about that. Yeah.
Where you were like just like sitting at her kitchen table, like talking about how bad you felt, because I didn't think that it was something that you would have felt guilty for. So seeing that part of your inner monologue was really interesting. Helping to get from point A to point, I'm gonna help him run away.
Yeah, because I was like, I have to figure that out, because I was like, basically, yeah, I was like, I've ruined this person's life. In order for this narrative to work, I have to figure out like what I feel about that and how that's changed the way that I approach the world, basically.
Should I let you go for lunch?
Yes.
It's 1:00.
This has been so much fun. I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to stop recording right now.